Today we're talking about putting background tracks on your talking head videos. We're going to talk about why you should do it, how you should choose your music, and I've even got a pro tip that'll help you make the music a little less distracting for your audience. Let's take a look. I was thinking about it earlier and I realized that I haven't really weighed in on anything. I haven't given my opinion on anything on this channel in a while. I've basically been sticking with filmmaking techniques and tutorials and stuff like that. I've been playing it safe, basically, but there's a question that's been popping up over and over and over again for the longest time, and I thought maybe it's time that I just weigh in and get it over with. Because I'm a part of some Facebook groups that have a bunch of creators in them, and I'm friends with creators on Twitter, and some of them have just started making videos. Some of them have been doing it for a while, and a lot of those newer creators have a question that keeps popping up over and over again, and that's, should I put background music, or a music bed as it's called in the video editing world, in my talking head videos? And the response to that question is actually very divisive, but before I get into that, first, let me know in the comments below, what do you think about putting background music on your talking head videos? Because there's basically two groups of people. There's a group of people that think it's ridiculous and unnecessary and distracting, and if they ever hear background music on a talking head video, they click off and they go watch something else. Then there's another group of people that think it's 100% necessary and it actually benefits the video more than it hurts it, and I happen to be in that second group of people. I think you should absolutely be putting music in your talking head videos, and here's why. First of all, it makes it a more complete video. I don't know about you, but whenever I watch my videos back before I put the music in, it just seems a little bit empty and a little bit incomplete and a little bit just kind of boring. So putting that music in there really completes the package and it turns it into the video that I want it to be, and it sets the mood and it sets the flow and it sets the tone, and it does a lot. Also, and I alluded to this already, it sets the mood for your videos. I mean, think about it. There's not a lot going on when it comes to the camera in a talking head video. It's usually just you or maybe one other person, one-on-one or two-on-one with the camera. So you really need something else to bring that emotion out, and the music plays a huge role in that. Like I said, my videos without music are boring. They're just flat out boring. And then my third reason is a little bit more technical, and that's that music can actually help mask out some of the unwanted sounds in your videos. Maybe you've got some lip smacking going on or some unwanted mouth sounds. Maybe there's some weird noises going on in the background in your room. Music can help drown those out, diminish those, mask them out, and make your video sound a lot more professional. And if you don't believe me, go back and watch the beginning of this video where there was absolutely no music compared to right now. There is a huge difference, and the music plays a gigantic role in that. Now, all that being said, you can't just run off willy-nilly and put whatever music you want into your videos. You've got to do it smart. You've got to choose the right music for your videos, and I've got a couple tips that might be able to help. First of all, like I said before, you want to convey the emotion that you're going for in the video, so you want music that's going to match that. I mean, think about it. If I was sitting here trying to be all sullen and downtrodden and talking about something really serious, but in the background I had some upbeat pop punk song, that just wouldn't work. It would be just off and weird and bad. So if it's a happy video, get some happy music. If it's a sad video, get some sad music. Just make the music match the tone of the video. Also, you don't want music that's too distracting for your audience. So you don't want something that's got a lot of fluctuating intensity, and you don't want something that's got a lot of different beats in it, and you don't want something that's like really intense. You want something that's kind of, you know, good for the background, something with a solid, consistent beat, something that is, you know, not fluctuating in intensity, so there's not some like really quiet parts followed by some really loud parts. Like, you don't want any of that. I've actually gone so far as to just take a chunk out of a piece of music and just loop that one chunk with that one consistent beat throughout the entire video in order to not have it be distracting for the audience. And by the way, if you're wondering where I get the music for my videos, currently I'm getting my music from MusicBed. I absolutely love them. They've got a great selection. This isn't sponsored in any way. They have no idea that I'm saying this right now, but I absolutely love MusicBed. The best part about them is that if you're having trouble finding music for your video, you can reach out to them and be like, this is what I'm looking for, and they'll find music for you for free. How cool is that? If you want to try out MusicBed for yourself, there's a link in the description. It'll give you a free 30-day trial, and if you do sign up for that, I'll actually get a free month myself, so that's pretty cool. So we know why you need to have music in your talking head videos. You know how to choose the music. You even know where to go to look for it, and how about how to use it? Because it's actually a little bit different than maybe a short film or a vlog or something like that. There's a different set of rules. First of all, you don't want it to be too loud because this is a talking head video, which means everything needs to be focused on the person talking. So you want that music to be a little bit lower. So let's say that your dialogue is normalized at -10 dB or something like that. You want your audio to be at anywhere between -18 and -24 dB, and that way it won't drown out the dialogue a little bit. You got to play around in that range and see what works for you. You may, if you don't talk as loud as I do and your voice isn't as present as mine is, you might even need to drop that down a little bit lower. Really, it's dealer's choice, but play around in that range and you should be able to find something that works for you. Also, something to think about with talking head videos as opposed to short films or vlogs where, like, if you want to make a point, if you want to really bring in the intensity of a certain part of the video, you actually tend to bring the music up and make it louder. In a talking head video, I would actually suggest doing the opposite. So let's say, actually I already did this when I was asking for the comment what your choice was, what your opinion was on background music. Did you notice how I cut the music and how it really brought the focus back on me and it really just brought you guys back into the video? That's what you want to do. So instead of bringing the music up to make a point, you actually want to cut the music that will really jar the audience to bring them back into the video and really grab their attention. So let's say you've got your music bed in there, you've got your track, and it's, you know, a consistent beat, it's a good volume and all of that stuff. It matches the emotion of the video, but for some reason, the music is still a little bit distracting. It's still a little bit, it's just drowning out the dialogue a little bit much, and it doesn't sound as clean as it should. This is where that pro tip that I mentioned in the beginning of this video comes in. What you want to do is drop an EQ either on the music clip or on the music track, whatever works for you in your particular editing software, and you want to drag a band over to the 1K mark, and you want to drop that 1K frequency all the way down, because the human voice actually resonates the most in that 1K range. So if you bring the music down at that frequency, it's going to allow your voice to really shine through and really pop. It's a subtle difference, but it makes a huge, huge impact on your videos. In fact, the few times, almost every single time that I forget to do that in my videos, I get a comment that the background music is too distracting. So I don't think that that's a coincidence. Now, none of this is going to make a bit of difference if your dialogue sounds like crap, but lucky for you, I created a video to help you out with that. You can check that out right here. And if you found this useful and you want to learn more about video editing, camera gear, and how to make better videos, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit that bell so you don't miss anything. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you in the next video. Go watch it now.